Okay, we're back here today behind the apartment. This is a beautiful August day. It's like 70 degrees, not super humid, so I'm really excited that I might not sweat to death out here today. Plans to shoot some stumps and just have a nice little walk. I'll be curious to see what's blown over because we've had some severe winds, and I'm expecting this creek to be blown out even more than it has been lately. So that's the plan, and we will see what's been demolished back here. Also, on the off chance you notice the audio is better or worse, I invested in some lavalier, however you pronounce it, mics, so let me know if you like it better or worse, but I think it'll clean things up, hopefully get rid of some of the wind issues I have, so we'll see what happens. All right, so first shot of the day, we're going for, I believe it's that one right there, classic starting stump. Got the PL today. For those who care, this bow is 64 inches long. It is made of carbon. It is 56 at 29. I'm drawing somewhere in the vicinity of 29 and a half to almost 30. So it is close to 60 pounds. And I've been shooting my PSA actually more lately, so if you see me shaking a little bit, not only is it normal, but this is a few pounds heavier, so, but still shoot it well. Probably shoot 3 arrows at each stump, pending it's not something brutally hard. I don't know if you guys could tell, but that stump rocked really well. Both shots slightly to the right, however, very good shots. Equally far off, just to the left. All right, as you can see, these two are right on top of each other, a little to the left, but I was going for that spot right there, so all would have killed a deer. Okay, directly from this last stump, we're gonna shoot this guy right here. And this is a high risk, high reward, because if you miss, well, anywhere back here, the ground is very similarly colored to my arrows. Blew through it. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the ground gave out from underneath my left foot halfway through that shot. That was cool. I didn't realize I had grabbed my hex head. I shot through the opening in the stump, and naturally that arrow is going to be extremely hard to find as a result, so that's lovely. That time I missed. That was pathetic. Okay, I'm already sweating, so that hope was long last, or not long lasted, but plan now is, I think, right there, there's some bright leaves, and we're gonna go for that. This is for Emra. He's always confused on how I shoot the hard stuff, so here's a nice leaf shot. Mosquitoes are also terrible back here. Who would have thought, right? Just barely above them. I'm touching the leaves, so, you know, not really half bad. Another good shot. I don't know how well the arrow flight will show up today. The color scheme I go with this time of the year blends in a little bit, like I have said. Since there's no risk of losing my hex head on this one, I'll shoot 4. I'll bring you up and show you the group. There's the group right there, like I said, all around those leaves. I know I framed the stump in the camera. Not 100% sure where it is at the moment. It's gonna be a tricky shot for me because my bottom limb is right into this big tree to my left, which you guys probably can't see. So it may or may not come into play. Skim to the right side of it. Either went through it or skimmed off the side. I'm not entirely sure how soft this stump was. I definitely hit close to center, so I would assume I went through it. And skimmed to the right side. That's a pretty good poke though. Okay, next shot. This is a fun one. We're in this territory. This stump is probably 2 feet tall, but is only maybe 3 inches wide. I can see a hole right through the center of it, kind of a slit. So we're gonna see if we can, yeah, I'd like to pretty much just hit it. Probably a little over 20-yard shot. Blew right through it. Proud of that one. Sometimes stump shooting, you really learn the essence of aim small, miss small, because on some of these big stumps, your groups are proportionally large compared to when you start shooting small stumps, you start to dial in. So it's key when you're stump shooting to actually pick a spot, and just because you hit the stump doesn't mean it's a good thing. All right, we are 2 for 2. I think if I hit it real good, I might shoot all 4 at it. I think there's a chance I could knock it over. And that is one of the most rewarding things ever, stump shooting. I know I at least nicked it. I may have gone through that spot. Ace hex head, one of the best heads. That's one of the heads I like to carry when I'm actually in a tree, because you don't have to worry about it burying, and it's a little better on small game. Here we go. And I finally missed it. Should have stopped at 3. All right, this isn't as good of one to film. I believe it is right there. Shooting through some junk. Have quite a bit of junk on the judo. It is miserable walking back here, especially now. The ground is completely saturated and it's creek bottom. It's like hopping rock to rock. It was a very good shot. I've been indecisive. I've been shooting both my PSA and my PL because both of them are such nice bows, and I want to hunt with both of them, but I keep coming back to the PL. It's something about the quietness of a longbow for me that just makes it, and I really like this grip. We'll see. What are you guys hunting with this year? Or are you like me and can never decide? Shot through it. Wasn't one of my better shots, but I still hit the stump. Acorns here at the moment are kind of lackluster. Expected to see more on the ground. We've gotten torrential winds lately. Well, went through the same hole as the last one. That's a good stump. I'll have to remember that one. All right, this is probably one of the most reasonable shots I've taken It's somewhere in this vicinity. This is very, other than my extremely awkward footing position, pretty tree stand-esque. Dead deer. Probably the first reasonable shot distance I've taken too. I need to do that more often. Dead deer. This is probably 15 yards. I'd say a dead deer. That one's pushing it a little high. All right, time for the long bomb. This is one of the same stumps I shot at the beginning, back in the main creek bottom. It's getting a little toastier than I thought. Shirt's almost wet, but we're gonna see how this goes. It's definitely 50-ish. All right, impact on the first one. I'm really curious to see what this mic does and doesn't pick up. I've not been shooting as well as I would like since about July. It feels better now than it has been, but not up to my normal self lately. Just barely to the left. I'd really like to hit it on this one. Really would. Two for three at that distance. My height was a little lower than I wanted to, but left to right, I mean, the stump's only a foot wide, so pretty good. Like I said, not terrible. I want it to be more in this range height-wise, but pretty good still. All right, I really like this shot. It just seems like a hunting situation. Going for this tall stump again. I'm right off this finger that you can't see off to my right. Right off into the opening. Feel like if you were walking around this and a deer was out here, so. This would be one I really want to shoot well. Got my spot picked out. My arrow is in the spot. My arrow is now laying downward across the stump, so Murphy's Law is going to say that I will destroy it now. Or miss wide left. I think some people can switch between bows okay. I feel like I'm decent at it, but when I give one bow a lot of time, I get pretty good with it, and I think that is the struggle I've been going through this summer, because I've swapped bows more than I ever have, but at the end of the day, those are excuses, so just need to shoot better. All right, I'm gonna send the hex head because I like watching that stump rock. These arrows are, I think, 580 grains. Blew right through it. If you guys couldn't tell, that was a terrible release too. This is not one of my better shooting adventures, but it's been good, and it's nice not to be completely drenched with sweat. All right, to wrap this video up, we're gonna shoot a VPA. This is the hunting head for the year. The part of the target I brought down that I do all my broadhead testing is still down here. And we're we're gonna just try to put this right in the middle of the foam. So, see how this goes. That was about as good of a shot as I have made all day. And with that said, it's amazing what happens when you concentrate. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm hoping to get some more stuff out here. It's been really busy this summer and disgustingly hot, so hope you guys enjoyed a little stumping around with the PL. And until next time, thanks for watching.